Here I'll be fixing a Gateway LT27 model. It's a netbook, and I dropped it, cracked my screen, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. So the first thing you want to do is to remove, is to turn off the netbook, and then remove the battery, just to be safe. So right now it's turning off, and I'm about to remove the battery. Okay, so on this model I have two screws right here. They're covered by a tiny round cap, so you have to first remove the caps to get to the screws. What I'm using is just a pin, like a sewing needle, just to get off the covers. Okay, so they're both off. I have a little bit of glue on it too, so it stays on. Okay, so now I've exposed the screws, and I'm going to take a tiny Phillips screwdriver and get it off. That's one. That's two. And make sure that your model has no more screws. You'll see the tiny round cap. So mine only has these two. Okay, so now that I removed the screws, I'm going to remove this outside black frame. I'm going to start at the side just to get it up. Use my nails to get in there, right in here, and just lift it up gently. And little by little it'll snap going around. You want to be careful though. You don't want to break it. Okay, then you'll be able to just remove it at the bottom for this model. It like hooks in, so you can just remove it. Once you snap them all out, you can just remove it. So I'm going to remove mine, put it over here. Now, they are, looks like 4 screws I need to get to. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 to be able to remove the old LCD. So let me do that now. Starting with this screw first. One. Two. And on your model, make sure that the screws are the same size, because on some computers the bottom screw will be longer, so you want to check for that. Okay, 3 out, and the 4th one's out. Now I'm free to remove the screen, but you have to do it carefully because it's connected to the video cable. Okay, so now on mine there's a little piece of tape holding this webcam cable in. So I'm going to remove the tape so I can actually bend the screen down. So I'm going to gently remove the tape. I use my screwdriver to get to it better, because you don't want to snap any of these cables. Okay, I removed the first tape, and okay, both my tapes are off. Now I need to, so now that I've done that, I need to take the tape off the connector. So I'm going to gently lift up the tape, just enough to get it off, and to put it on my new screen. Okay, so now I've untaped it, and I need to get the connector off. Just give it a little tug from the back. I gave it a little tug from here, held onto it at the base, not the cord, and then I pulled it off. Now my old LCD is completely free. You can see the crack toward the top, and I'm going to replace it. So the new LCD comes with a protective coat, which is good, so it won't get scratched during my installation. I'm going to put it face down, right here. First thing I'm going to do is do everything in reverse order. First, connect this last the connector and the tape, so I need to make sure that goes in properly. You slide it in, you don't want to force it in. Just slide it in. Good. Apply the tape. Now line up the screen how it was before, and you want to bend it up so you can reattach all the tapes. Now that you've done that, I have to readjust my webcam. I have to make sure that my webcam thing is still lined up at the top while I reposition the screen. So I repositioned it. It looks good now. I attached a little tape from the bottom. Now all that's left for me to do is to remove this tape, that's the screen protector, and then start screwing everything back in. So just working backwards. So I remove the tape on this side, remove the tape on this side, and I'm ready to start screwing them in now. Okay, so now my screws are reattached. Now I can reattach the plastic covering right here. So first I'm going to get the hooks right in where they belong. So get the hooks in. Right into here. Then once the hooks are in, I'm going to just go around and apply pressure. Now that I've applied pressure, I need to reattach those two bottom screws that I took out from before. But make sure you go around, make sure it's real tight, real snug. Everything snapped back in. Good. And it should still be a little bit loose since you didn't reattach the screws yet. So I'm putting in my screws now. Good. I've now reattached the screws. Let me put the battery back in and see what happens. Okay, success. Good as new. So before I even attempted this process, what I did was to take a precaution of backing up all my files, because I never done this before. You never know what can happen. Another thing, as you do this, you want to be careful. When you first unattach the screws and the protective cap, as you're trying to bend the screen forward, remember to be gentle, because there might be tape, there might be a connector there that you need to adjust. You don't want to just yank it off. So if you just heed those warnings, you'll be alright, okay? Thanks.